Matrox was the first partner to be able to go in with Avid to have another device other than the Avid devices that work with their Media Composer software, and it was with their MX-02 Mini. And the big idea behind that one is that if you had, say, 20 edit stations, but you only needed a couple to capture and edit, but you needed all of them to be able to view on a client monitor, you didn't have the money, you didn't need to equip each bay with a Mojo and spend $8 grand doing that because for only monitoring. So they allowed you to have the MX-02 Mini to be able to view out and have a client monitor so that you would have a a full bay without this huge sticker price attached to it. And the biggest thing I like about the Mini is that when they have this MAX technology, the MAX technology allows it to encode H.264s faster than real time. And it's a big time saver. I had a client that I needed to deliver a half-hour timeline to. I had my laptop, and I had a half-hour timeline. I had to throw a time code on top of it, and I needed to give them a cut in 3 hours. Well, using the MAX technology, I was able to render out something in 32 minutes with the time code on there. And I tried later to see how long it would take afterward, to see how long it would take without that, and it took 3.5 hours. So that's a big plus to have, the monitoring on the Avid plus the compression to H.264 for client review. It's a big thing. No, it doesn't help with the transcoding or anything like that. It's just it's encoding from whatever media files you have to H.264. It doesn't work the other way around. I'm seeing that a lot. I mean, I remember there was one movie I was on the set of. I was basically just cutting like the backdrops for a news broadcast that they were shooting for the movie, and this was back in like 2003, and I had a MacBook laptop and a DV camera and a small hard drive, and when they filmed it, they realized it was too long. They filmed it, as it was scripted out, when they actually did it, it turned out to be 6 minutes long, and they really needed it to be 2. And so the director right there on set rewrote the scene, and then I cut down the video and was able to then match everything up. But you're seeing that now more often, is that you are seeing people on set with laptops. They're taking the Video Village feeds, capturing that, editing it just to see if there is enough coverage. They're doing a really rough cut on the set to make sure that they have all the shots they need, so that'll cut down on reshoot, the need to reshoot, and schedule all that stuff. So
are those people editors or are they assistant camera people?
Well, on the 2 projects I know about, they were the assistant editors on set, acting as the on-set editors to make sure that things were there. They weren't the camera people, because I've been on a couple of sets where they shot on location in Arizona. All the editors were on location, but of course it was all filmed when you get the dailies till later. But yeah, nowadays they are doing the more on-set editing, so they can verify, yes, we do have all the pickup shots, we do have all the right angles.
What's your take on the new Final Cut?
My take on the new Final Cut is that I have more questions than answers. That I really need to, it was really just kind of a glossy overview of what's going on, and so I'm not really sure what to think about it. It might be a start, but we don't know where they're going to go from there.